I cleared all rounds, aptitude, in technical round, HR round, got selected, got the offer letter. Hey guys, today is 30th December and LTIMindtree's campus placement drive in our campus. It's done, the results are out and I'm selected. So on 28th, I got LTIMindtree offer letter. So in this video, I want to share the complete interview experience and the whole process I'd like to share with you. In the previous video where I shared my Accenture interview experience, we've commented to share the timeline too. I cleared all rounds, aptitude, in technical round, HR round, got selected, got the offer letter. Let's get right into the video. It was around September, so our college placement cell, they informed us LTIMindtree will be coming for a campus placement drive. A drive will be happening, and for the first round would be aptitude round. So the first round was aptitude round, obviously. So it was not complete aptitude round. There were questions related to English, aptitude, computer science like DBMS, operating systems, and computer architecture. So related to computer science and also computer networking, computer programming, everything was covered in that. And in the same exam itself, and it was an online round. So in the same exam itself, it actually happened on AMCAT. So these were all the MCQ type questions. After that, the second part of the exam was the SWAR, which is AMCAT's communication test. So AMCAT's communication test is very easy. You'll clear it easily. It consists of like 7 modules you should do. It's all about communication itself. So that happened on 8th September. It was so easy. And the communication was very easy, but I'd say the technical one, it was the aptitude and all these questions, English, aptitude, quantitative ability, reasoning, computer science, and networking, all these things. The questions were not so easy. It was easy to medium. There were questions, there were good questions. It took a little time to solve this. Even there were pseudocode type of questions. So that was okay. I was able to clear it easily, and the results were out on November. So college has told us, our placement cell has informed us about who have qualified the online test. So the results came out around November 1st and 2nd. So around that time, we actually got to know that who cleared the exam. So they were around 600 students, I guess, who cleared the online test. So now 600 are left. Okay, let's take round numbers. Let's take this round figures. I know it was like 627 or like that, so let's take 600 now. Placement cell has informed us about when will be the technical round happening. So the next round will be the technical round. So college has informed us this will be happening, and the date would probably be 18th and 19th of November. So I got the mail on 18th November, and my interview was scheduled at 11:30 a.m. on 19th November. So this was the time. This was my second interview. That time I was attending online. So I have little problem with interviews happening online, because if the interview happens in person, we at least have that comfortability, like what are they like, what's the impression that they are building on me, so that I can do some changes in what I speak, etc. We'll know if the interview happens in person. But so on November 19th, I was on the lobby and waiting for the interview to start. But the interview did not start. I was waiting like 1.5 hours or more, and finally my interview started at 1 p.m. Obviously, the first question would be introduce yourself, right? So I introduced myself in around 1.5 to 2 minutes. The actual interview it it happened around 40 minutes. So leaving out 5 minutes in the beginning just to know me, the other 25 minutes, complete 25 minutes, it actually happened only on cybersecurity. It went on cybersecurity. He was asking questions and I was going on answering that. So in the technical interview, introduction is the obvious thing. So you should be prepared for your self introduction anytime. You should be ready. That's it. Questions related to my project and all, those were secondary, but mostly it was on cyber. But actually I felt like this was not related to the role that I am being interviewed for. And then after all cybersecurity questions were completed, he was going on asking me. I just went on answering those questions. And then after like half an hour, in the last 10 minutes, he just asked me only 3 questions. One was a Java question. Actually, he asked me, okay, so you're so into cybersecurity. Apart from cybersecurity, what did you do in your BTech? So I just said like, oh, I've learned a few programming languages and more. I did more. So he stopped me at programming languages, and so he asked me, as I was into cybersecurity, I would know Python, right? Like most people choose Python. So I was already into learning Python. So other than Python, have you learned any other programming languages? Yes, Java, C, and Python. So do you know are you familiar, like are you proficient in Java? And then I said, firstly Python, second C. Java, actually I don't like it, so I do not prefer that. I just said that was that time. Now I like Java. So he asked just one question. He gave a little complex code, and like it was iterating and something was there. How many objects would be created if there are this code? I said the answer, it was right. And following that Java question, he asked simply 2 aptitude questions, and I answered it within 10 seconds. After that, the normal, do you have any questions for me? I asked 2 questions, and the technical interview was done. On November 30, I got the mail stating, congratulations, you have cleared our technical assessment, and your HR interview would be scheduled on 6th December. So HR interview was interesting, I guess, actually. For most, okay, I wanted to say this. 600 were in a technical round, right? So who qualified that and who came to HR interview was around 270, like that. So it was a drastic reduce. For most of my friends, the interview was actually completed in 3 to 4 minutes. I was shocked. So while answering questions, I was actually building the answers. Like only there are few questions, like 4 exactly to count and say. Like, are you willing to do night shifts? Can you relocate? Have you relocated before any time? Like these were the questions, but I tried to answer them elaborately, just so that I don't seem inefficient while answering those questions. It should not be like one word answers. So for the question, if are you willing to relocate, means I would say like, yes, I am willing to relocate, and I see relocating as an opportunity to get introduced to new people, new culture. So I would build some answer like this and say it. So the HR interview was completed, and then our placement cell has told us the results, who were selected. It was on 16th December, the results were out, and my name was in it. So I was selected. After that, the number count, it went down from 270 to 180. And on 24th of December, I got the offer letter. I did not open the mail, so I forgot to open the mail. I got the same again on 28th, which is day before yesterday. So this was my interview experience. So I feel I shared something valuable and informational. Don't forget to ask anything in the comments. Thank you. We'll meet in the